They run on this first possession. Connolly off the ball screen to Mitchell. Working against Jackson on the baseline. Hit nothing but net on his first attempt of the ball game. Subats with the rebound. And in that closeout game, Terrence Mann had himself a night. 39. Here's more senior Donovan Mitchell with good defense. Comes up with a steal. Salt Lake City, Utah. It's a rematch of the last year's Western Conference semifinals between the Utah Jazz and the Los Angeles Clippers. And Joe Ingles hits the corner three. Coming into the ball game, it's not like, Vince, they lose any size on the interior.
Not at all.
With Whiteside coming into the ball game, and from outside, Mitchell missing from deep.
You already know they shoot a lot of threes. Nothing like an offensive rebound to a three, and those bigs create them.
Mitchell, a 35% three-point shooter on the season, goes to the rim, gets it to go high off glass.
Get rushed. He understands who he is, what he wants to accomplish, and he gets to his spots. He can get into the paint. He can use the Euro step. He uses the floater.
Was dialing in on being a better NBA player from top to bottom.
Yeah, he's talked about it, right? He's talked about it, and it's not enough to talk. You've got to walk the walk. And Donovan is just
with Whiteside and Ingles. Beautiful shot, comes up short, just barely kissed the iron on the right side of the rim.
And leading by 7.
Once again, the new NBA. You talk about 107 points, and it's 25th.
Donovan Mitchell with 6 points so far here in the first half. Little hezzy. Boy, that was sweet. Froze him, put him on ice, and gets the n1. At the free throw line, that is his custom. And spent a lot of time in Los Angeles working out with his trainer.
And know that he's going to bring it every time he's on the floor and also be productive.
Mitchell left it on the front rim short.
You ready to go? Let me get my work in and we go at it. And I would not allow him to make a basket on me at
you went hard
11, 12 years old.
You were punching his stuff now.
Now your bigs are getting in the passing lane. Nothing like it.
Mitchell tried to force it. That's just the second turnover for the Jazz.
And when you see those bigs in there, who just blocked the shot into the stands.
Royce O'Neal at the other end with the three. Connolly with a nice hesitation. One more to Mitchell. Wide open three. He misfires in the first half. Donovan Mitchell with the ball out front. 8 points on 3 of 8 from the field. Bogdanovich with a quick three. Pull. Got it. Reggie Jackson can run it all the way down. Donovan Mitchell in a stance. Taking on the challenge. Commits the foul. Western Conference semifinal rematch this year from the Clippers so far is the small ball lineup that Ty Lue was successful with in vanquishing the Jazz as Connolly knocks down the three. Donovan Mitchell was a little conspicuous by his silence offensively in the first half and looking to end that silence with the mid-range jumper there. Sore right elbow, which is his shooting elbow. They're going to be cautious with that, obviously. Mitchell with a great foray to the bucket in the layup. This is not the way it is supposed to be, and said that it's terrible and vowed to support the family and make sure that something like this never happens again. This is not the way it is supposed to be, and said that it's terrible and vowed to support the family and make sure that something like this never happens again.
They're stepping up and making sure their voices are heard, and I mean, it's just great to see. We've seen the last couple of years just teams and guys, individuals.
He had just signed his max contract last year. 5 a.m. So he was going to make sure that he got his work in. And regardless of the fact that they had a...
But one thing we do know, Ty Lue will make an adjustment to give his team a chance to win the game.
Scoop shot, got it off glass. And goes around the Whiteside screen. Mitchell rising up, got it. Butter. Mitchell back in the ball game. Guarded by Terrence Mann. Mitchell from deep, got it.
Still
Mitchell.
He's knocking that shot down. The three-point shot isn't falling for him right now, but he's able to get into the paint whenever he wants.
Mitchell counted and one.
So is this guy right here.
Donovan Mitchell says, let me hear you. Happened very quickly. It's one of those very incendiary scores. You catch fire in a hurry. 4 different players, make it 5 now in double figures, actually, for the Clippers.
Oh, great pass.
Yeah, they blitzed
Great finish.
Mitchell, and he made the requisite adjustment. When you talk about his growth, it's both figurative and literal, because you get a look at his shoulders now. Bogdanovich again. He's hotter than fish grease tonight. Oh, I know who to pass to. He was the All-American. 20-point lead as Scrub turns it over.